Hey everybody, this is Street Monk. Uh, just kind of want to summarize how it's been here for the last 6 months. Um, as many of you know who follow me, I've been removed out of 2 public buildings, and they've convinced 1 private uh, building to remove me off their premises. And at the end, it's just about my card. The downtown Ontario area is really getting down hard on us for having our cards. Our cards contain, of course, our blankets, pillows, and extra clothes we need. Most especially for now, for the cold season that's in. We need our stuff. And like I said, it's been going on for 6 months. It's been really hard on me, especially. A lot of us who have been here for many years, they're really hard on us. And it continues on. I just talked to a gentleman today, Carlitos. He's been having a hard time with the police, trying to catch him on something. They haven't been able to catch him on anything. The another 2 brothers, well, they can do bad things, but they're trying hard to better their lives. But the police here are making it very difficult for them. They ended up, somehow, their stuff ended up being removed from a place that they had their stuff parked. And they ended up another part of the area that we stay at. Somebody moved it. They don't know who. But they could have lost the blankets and stuff for the night. The nights here are very chilly, dropping down to about 40 degrees. Very cold. You don't want to be out without your blanket or your clothing. So whoever's moving around these items, personal items, can do severe injury to those who are out here. My best guess is it's either the police or police influenced. Let's see now. My health has deteriorated since being kicked out of or been kind of forced out of the 2 facilities. Police at both times have worked very hard to get me out of there, to the point of trying to throw out my equipment, my stuff that I need at night. My mental health, if I was like a lot of these guys out here, a little bit unstable, they're mentally, and it could really have a serious effect on your status as well, your mental status. But since I walk with the Lord, yes, it's frustrating and it's terrible, but I get by. But a lot of these guys don't have a lot of the strength that I do out here in the streets. So it can ruin your mental health, what the police are doing, what the city is doing. This is also planned out, most likely by the mayor and other council people from the city here of Ontario, trying to get rid of all the homeless. I call this time of year homeless Roundup. It happens 2 or 3 times a year, in which the police are sent to gather all the homeless and send them packing, getting them out of the city, and or harassing them extremely so that they decide to leave on their own. Very typical of Ontario. Ontario claims it has no homeless because it probably doesn't, because as soon as they have the chance, it throws everybody out. They're homeless haters, starting from on top all the way down to those that I have videotaped, the police officers I've videotaped. So there's a lot of homeless hatred out here. Definitely a lot of harassment today, a lot more than normal. My best guess, they don't talk to me much, but my best guess is that election times are around, so they want to get rid of everybody because there might be complaints by some rich people around here. City members, they have a tendency to complain quite a lot. And it's funny, they seem to listen more to the complaints from these people than the benefit of the homeless out here that struggle day and night with a lot of issues, and they try to do their best to do well, to survive out here. It's very stressful. The police, the city adds to people's stress out here. So continue to pray that this homeless harassment, this bullying is over with. You know, it's very hard on guys out here. They're stressing out a lot. And a lot of them out here are trying to do their best. I've been taking a lot of kicks here and there, but you know, I have the church I can fall back to, so I'll be doing okay. But these guys out here are hurting, so keep them in your prayers. When you know, I don't know what to do. All I can do is to complain above them, higher ups. It's extremely hard to combat against a city like this that's well, it has a lot of money, a lot of strength and power behind it. I've gone to county, state, and they're reluctant to jump in. So hopefully I'll find somebody who really cares about the homeless and will really want to back up the homeless out here. I think hundreds of thousands of dollars have been pouring into the city, and I think none of it arrives to the homeless. Very little of it is ever seen by the homeless. So somebody's pocketing this money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think it's personally, I think it's board members of this one place called Mercy House that the city seems to own their board members. Then it's also probably put in some kind of a pot, some kind of mixed fund thing, mixed in way out there, and along with, you know, fixing the streets, fixing the pavements, watering the trees, and all this things for the city. I think it's all meshed into one. That's where our monies might be going. So it's mismanagement of money, but I think the city should be held responsible. People should be, I would even say, sent to jail. I mean, they do so much damage to people. You know, they ruin their lives, and then also take away people's right to many things. You know, I think they break a lot of rules, federal, state, federal policies as well. So, anyways, keep us in your prayers. And anyway, the street monk, it's getting cold out here, so keep us in your prayers. Things will get better, I believe. And that's pretty much it. So, street monk says adios, and hasta la vista.